Her name?
Tell us your name.
Louise O'Meara.
Look at her.
Oh, Louise O'Meara is your name. And you were born in?
Jackson County, Iowa.
And the town?
7 miles west of Maquoketa.
Nashville?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And did you go to a one-room country schoolhouse?
The little schoolhouse that's there on the highway,
That's now a house.
Buckhorn.
That's where you, Buckhorn.
Somebody lives there?
I think they turned it into a house, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, sometimes that's what they do.
There isn't too many of them left standing.
No? Well, there's one right across the road.
Yeah.
And so the first time you met Pat O'Meara, you were Louise Lillian Greunwald, and you were here on the farm?
No, he was.
But you came to visit.
His friend John Shaw and sister Kate, she was my friend. I wouldn't get hoarse now.
Do you want a little glass of water?
Yeah.
But you came to visit?
He came down to see Pat, and she said, well, let's ride along, so we did. He was asleep on a blue cot right in the next room.
Oops. Pat was asleep when you met him?
Well, no, he got up.
Right there in the dining room? And what did his friend come to see him about?
He didn't. It was John Shaw. He didn't need an excuse. Beer. But I don't think he drinks anymore.
And you saw Pat O'Meara, and did you like him right from the start?
He didn't like me. Remember Bobby socks?
Uh-huh.
Well, I had great big Bobby socks on. He didn't like them at all.
Thought you were too
But
young.
I didn't wear them anymore. And then the next time was at a dance in Maquoketa.
And you weren't wearing Bobby socks?
No,
Did you dance with him?
not that time. I think it was next time.
And then he took you on a picnic. PJ said he took you on a picnic when he proposed.
Oh yeah, there was lots of us. And blankets, you know. We were laying out on blankets. And everybody was just lounging, and all of a sudden will you marry me? Well, and then a few weeks later I called him and said yes.
A few weeks.
Days, I don't remember. But anyway.
And what made you decide yes? He was a rather attractive man.
Yes. I just knew it was meant to be.
Was that the only picnic you went on with Pat, or?
Oh no, we had lots of them.
Oh, good. So then you got married in the Petersville church
In the yard.
on July 28th, 1949, right?
Yep.
And you had a honeymoon?
Did we have a honeymoon? Canada, New York. Unbelievable.
Wasn't it Niagara Falls?
I have an album if you want to look at it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get you. Yeah, Niagara Falls. It's loud. Wouldn't believe how loud.
And did you drive? You took a automobile. You took a car.
Beautiful blue Buick. I love it to this day, but they don't make them like that anymore. I have no car at all. Oh well.
You could probably drive Biff's car.
Mm-hmm.
You could drive Biff's car. You got a car now. Biff's here.
Maybe.
It's not a Buick, but it's a Dodge. And then how soon were you pregnant with Mike?
Before we got home. Before we got back. Pat's sister lived in Joliet.
Oh, Geneva.
And we stayed in Chicago. That night before, that's when I got pregnant. The Chicago hotel. So we had 2 week honeymoon.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then Mike was born.
May 17th, 1950. Day after his mother's birthday. We just missed it.
Yeah. Just missed Sara Rose Riley's birthday. And tell us about her. The first time you met her.
Ooh.
Sara.
Oh, yeah. I remember. We went down there. Remember that white house they lived in, that little white house? Maybe she's...
In DeWitt?
Yeah. And that was where... I thought she was beautiful then. I still do.
Yeah, well, she was a beautiful woman. As were you. So tell us the story about, you remember the picture of you in your bathing suit lighting the firecracker?
That was before we were married.
Right. How old were you then?
Probably 18, 19.
And there's a story there. Didn't you skip school?
It was the newspaper, 4th of July. The editor sent him out to get a front page picture, and it was me.
And did the editor know you? How did the editor find you?
No, John Shaw found me.
Oh, John Shaw. I don't think I remember John Shaw.
McCulkada?
Well, sounds like he was a character.
Brother Robert, Bob, Sister Kate.
That was your good friend.
Another brother, Bob, was the youngest. I think they're still there. Maybe they're not.
Did you get in trouble for that picture? Didn't your dad get upset about that picture being on the front page?
Did he ever? He hit the ceiling.
It was rather risque for...
Always read the Sunday paper, blissfully on his sofa. And here's this front page. He just flew right off the sofa. Wasn't that bad? I mean, I think I had a bathing suit.
You had a two-piece. Well, I think you had a handkerchief. Didn't you have like a bandana tied around? Two bandanas, right?
Two bandanas.
Together.
And red underwear. Oh my. The paper's still there in McCulkey?
This Jackson Sentinel, yes it is. Yep. On the front page, Louise Lillian Greunwald.
Then we were married in right in front of the church. We couldn't get married inside because I didn't join the church yet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a few years later.
I thought you were married inside. You were married right on the front steps. And who married you? Did the priest?
The priest.
Oh, really?
What's wrong with my throat? I know. Go.
I have a cough drop.
Yeah.
And then in 1952, your first daughter came along. Where did the name Rebecca come from?
Well, the book Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. She could have been there. But I don't really know.
And then right away, 1953, came Margaret Jane.
Called her Peggy.
Of all your 12 children and the pregnancies, which one is most memorable? Pregnancies and births? Yes, I was going to say.
8.5 pounds in breech.
Yay! Without a cesarean, right? Because wasn't Jeannie breech too? But you had a cesarean for her.
Becky, you, and Jeannie.
Oh, but I was 8.5 pounds? Big girl.
He finally put me to sleep and went after you.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I had about 100 stitches.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so
Not
sorry.
Quite.
Well, thank you. Thank you for giving birth to me. So what else?
You were next. You were not till 1960.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a girl in 52 after Michael. and a girl in 53, and a girl in 54, and a
Right.
boy in 56, a boy in 57, a boy in 59,
Then me.
then you.
Then 2 more boys.
What?
Then another boy, PJ.
Billy,
and-
yeah. You were right in the midst of 5 boys.
Lucky
6.
me. But I wouldn't change that. That was after they killed my 5th doll and drug her around and lit her hair on fire and from the back of their bikes. I think that was when I finally decided if you can't beat them, join them.
Who burned
Oh,
it
those
down?
boys, Marty and Riley. They were always killing my dolls. Murder.
Anyway, he looks like John Shaw.
Oh yeah?
Look like who?
John Shaw.
Really
John Shaw must have been an attractive man
He was.
and a charmer. So what? Tell us about. Was it 1964 or 63 when you discovered the fire? Was it 64? I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
Yeah. Riley said he got thrown out of the house. Mike practically threw him down the stairs.
Fireman ran right through the picture window with the hose.
Oh my
He
God.
ran right through it.
Wow.
He saved the house, as you can see.
Yes. Well, there's half of it anyway. Yeah. And now you have grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
They tell me I have 50.
50?
I've never seen them all, but maybe they were kidding.
I think they were kidding.
That's quite a few.
I think they were kidding. I think you have, as far as I know, you have 17 grandchildren. And you have, I think, 6 great-grandchildren. 4, 5, 6. No, 7. 7 great-grandchildren. Because Abby, Marty's daughter, Abby, had a baby last summer. So 7 now.
Yes.
You remember your first grandchild? Little Marty? Remember when Danita came to the house with little Marty?
Oh, yes, she brought him down. God, he was cute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she did. Is that enough?
Have you had enough?
You could tell us about your sisters. Didn't you tell me some story about you and Shirley shooting the gun out of the house or from the house or the bathroom or?
No, I never shot a
Oh, okay.
rifle.
Oh, rifle.
I love rifles.
You love rifles?
22.
What were you shooting at?
The broadside of the barn, but I hit the bullseye.
Oh.
I wish I had one. It always hung right up here.
Yeah, it did. I remember that. It's always hanging up there. Well, PJ's got a gun. A couple of years ago, we were shooting the gun at Cairns out there. It was the 22, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
I didn't think you could buy bullets anymore.
Yeah, you can still buy bullets. It's America. And when you met Dad, when the first time you came here, Grandma wasn't living here, right? Sarah.
No, he was.
He was living here, but wasn't he living with Tom?
Now and then.
Okay.
But he was still in school, so he wasn't out here till summer.
Who was in school? Tom or Dad?
Tom.
Oh, Tom. I didn't know Tom went to school.
And Ben was in college, so he wasn't here very often. Geneva and Betty were married.
Right.
So
So when you came back from your honeymoon and you were living in this house, who was living here? You, Dad, and Tom? And the hired hands?
Mhm.
How many hired hands?
2 or 3. I don't know how I survived it,
I
but I
don't
did.
either. You and the boys. And did you cook for the hired hands?
Strictly self-taught. Nobody ever taught me. I never cooked anything before that.
Really?
But they ate it. So it must have been pretty good.
And your parents, Viola and Emil, didn't they speak? They spoke German.
Did they what?
Did they speak German? I remember that they spoke German.
A
Were they
little.
first
Not all of
second
it.
generation? Do you know how their grandparents or how your grandparents came to America?
A ship. I think they came in the same ship that the Greenwalds and the Worths. But I fell off the ship. I never got to America. I fell off the ship and drowned. It was a nun. Oh well. Next time I made it. Well,
And they came to Iowa. So they came through Ellis Island, you think?
we never talked about it. I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, I don't remember their parents, Emil's parents or Viola's parents. Were they
Picture
alive?
on the buffet.
Oh, that's right. Were they? But were they alive when I was growing up?
Oh no.
I didn't think so. Get the picture. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Uncle Hank lived there alone. She was alive a few years because I remember. Maybe I wasn't married yet.
And who was
Anyway.
Uncle Hank?
She was real little. And 6 foot sons, six of them.
Wow, maybe that's where Becky got that. Because Becky was 4'11", right?
Yeah.
I always wondered where she, how she lost the height. Because all the rest of us are.
Either short or tall.
And Hank was Viola's brother or Emil's?
Emil. She had 6 boys and 3 girls. One little girl died of appendicitis.
And Viola, your mom, did she have siblings?
Siblings, yes.
Yeah. Brothers and sisters?
The oldest one was a boy named Leroy. Viola, Edna. And then 20 years later, like me, I had 20 years between the youngest and the next one.
Yeah.
And she had another girl.
20 years? Wow.
Well, how old is
Mike is,
Joanne?
Jeannie. Mike is, this year, Mike would be 61. I'm 51. And Geneva
Come on.
is 41. That's your spread. 20 years. 20 years of babies.
And they did the Knotty Pine.
The Knotty Pine in here. Wasn't here when you moved in? When did they do the Knotty Pine?
52, I think.
When did Dad bring the chalkboard from the schoolhouse?
When they closed it.
In 56.
Mike went over there maybe a year or two. Every time he ran across the yard, his lunchbox fell open. And he'd have to pick it all up and put it back in. Then we had buses. Watch for the bus here,
Yeah.
watch for the bus there. Now they don't run them anymore.
I don't know. They do, I think. I think Tatum, she gets on the bus because she's going northeast now in Goose Lake. But the bus stops at 136.
Oh my
So
goodness.
Jeannie, and somebody's going to drive her up there to catch the bus. Yeah, they still run the buses, but not like they used to. Not all over the gravel roads. I can remember standing right at that window. We used to take turns, right? Whose turn was it to watch for the bus? You didn't get to sit down and eat your breakfast.
Run.
Lot of years of sending kids to
Blood
school.
coffee.
What else? What are the
You've got
highlights?
2 minutes left on the tape.
Let's see. What are the highlights? Did you ever drive tractors?
In the field?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Here?
The little Ford.
Oh. Little Ford's still running. Did Pat put you out there to work?
He just asked me if I wanted to. Yes. It was George's tractor before. He married Grandma Sara.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They still make good Fords.
And didn't you and Dad and Grandma and her second husband George get married in the same year? Or were
Almost. Let's see. They were married in January, I think, and then we were married in July.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was your 25th wedding anniversary, or some. I remember having a party in DeWitt at the candlelight, and it was you and Dad and Grandma and George
yes.
celebrate. You know, a dual celebration. I think. I even remember your dress. You had a blue dress with polka dots.
Firemen are thieves. They took all my clothes.
The firemen. Well, they probably burned,
No, they didn't.
or they were smoky.
Oh, well. I got clothes.
You have clothes for now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who's that talking?
Alright.
I don't know. Okay. Well, Louise Lillian Greunwald, Mrs. Patrick Riley O'Meara, thank you very much. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't.
Well, you
Oh,
gotta-
here it is.
Yeah, just unpin it here.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, we should have gotten him in there.
Jump in there real quick.
Hey, Sammy, come over here. Come over here. We just want a picture of you and your grandma. Is it on still?
Well, it's rolling out. So.
So who's this?
Grandma?
Who is that?
Grandma?
What's your name?
Sam?
And that's your grandma.
Yes.
Give your grandma a kiss.
You don't have to.